Welcome back, folks. 20 Forgotten TV Shows from the 1980s that we grew up with is set to take you down memory lane. Have you ever found yourself curious about the reasons behind the end of Miami Vice? Let's explore the stories of television's most missed shows, uncovering what made them special and why they ultimately concluded. Prepare to revisit the shows that once defined iconic television. Let's start our nostalgic journey with The Cosby Show, a cornerstone of 1980s television that brought laughter into countless homes. Premiering in 1984, this groundbreaking sitcom depicted an upper-middle-class African-American family, a rarity at the time, showcasing the daily life and challenges faced by the Huxtable family with humor and warmth. The show's ability to blend humor with educational life lessons made it a staple in American households, peaking in popularity in the late 80s and making household names of its cast members. However, despite its significant impact and initial success, The Cosby Show ended in 1992. Its decline in viewership was attributed to a combination of changing viewer preferences, the natural progression of its storylines, and the evolving television landscape that saw new shows capturing the public's attention. The show ended with a mixed legacy due to Cosby's legal troubles, but is still cherished for its significant impact on television and African-American representation. Cheers is the beloved sitcom that turned a Boston bar into everyone's favorite hangout spot, premiering in 1982. It created a unique sense of community and belonging, where the humor and chemistry between Sam Malone, a former baseball player turned bartender, and his quirky patrons and staff resonated deeply with viewers. This camaraderie, combined with the engaging will they won't they romance between Sam and Diane, captivated the audience, making Cheers one of the most cherished sitcoms of the 1980s and early 90s. Despite a slow start, it eventually soared in ratings. The show concluded in 1993 after 11 successful seasons, with the creators opting to end while the show was still beloved by audiences. This decision was influenced by a desire to conclude on a narrative high, ensuring the series would be remembered fondly. Today, Cheers stands as a symbol of comfort and nostalgia, embodying the essence of community in a rapidly changing world. Diving into the action-packed world of Miami Vice, we're transported to the vibrant streets of 1980s Miami, where the show set new trends in style and music. Premiering in 1984, it was notable for its pastel suits and synthesizer-heavy soundtrack, defining a decade's aesthetic. The series followed detectives Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, blending crime drama with fashion and music, achieving groundbreaking cinematic quality. However, by the late 80s, the show saw a decline in popularity due to repetitive storylines and evolving viewer tastes, leading to its conclusion in 1989. The changing landscape of television entertainment, coupled with audience desire for new narratives, signaled the end for Miami Vice. Despite its decline, the show remains iconic, celebrated for its significant influence on popular culture, fashion, and the way it captured the spirit of its era, leaving an indelible mark on television history. The Golden Girls, debuting in 1985, redefined television's portrayal of older women, following four friends sharing a home in Miami. Their golden years were filled with humor and discussions on topics often considered taboo, such as aging and sexuality, making the show pioneering for its focus on senior citizens. The chemistry among Dorothy, Blanche, Rose, and Sophia, along with their iconic kitchen table discussions, made for unforgettable television. The series concluded in 1992 as the storylines naturally reached their conclusion, allowing its stars to explore new opportunities. This decision marked a respectful and timely end to the show, acknowledging the narrative's full exploration. Its legacy continues, celebrated for its groundbreaking approach, timeless humor, and the way it showcased the enduring power of friendship, leaving a lasting impact on audiences and the television landscape. Family Ties reminisces about the Keaton family, America's sweetheart family of the 1980s. The show, premiering in 1982, humorously depicted the generational divide between ex-hippie parents and their conservative son, Alex P. Keaton, highlighting Michael J. Fox's breakout role. It explored various social and political issues, making it relevant and relatable. The series concluded in 1989, having fully developed its characters' stories, marking a natural and fitting end to its narrative journey. The conclusion was driven by the narrative's maturity and the shifting television environment, aiming to conclude on a note that remained true to its character's growth. Its enduring memory is cherished for its humor, the way it captured the era's spirit, and its impact on the sitcom genre, leaving a legacy of thoughtful entertainment and familial bonds. Dallas, the primetime soap opera that defined the genre in the late 70s and 80s, brought viewers into the tumultuous lives of the Ewing family, oil magnates living in South Fork Ranch. The series, which premiered in 1978, became a cultural phenomenon with its blend of wealth, power, and family drama, epitomized by the "Who Shot JR" episode. Despite its global popularity, Dallas ended in 1991 as ratings declined and storylines began to stretch credibility. This decline was due in part to the natural conclusion of narrative arcs and the evolving tastes of its audience, signaling a timely closure to its epic saga. Nevertheless, Dallas remains iconic, celebrated for its storytelling, complex characters, and as a vivid portrayal of the oil industry's opulence and intrigue, maintaining its status as a landmark in television history. Dynasty captivated audiences with its portrayal of 1980s glamour and conflict, focusing on the wealthy Carrington family. Its 1981 premiere set a new standard for soap operas, with extravagant costumes and dramatic plot twists. The series became synonymous with the decade's excess, offering viewers an escape into luxury. However, Dynasty concluded in 1989, with dwindling viewership attributed to its over-the-top storylines and changing viewer preferences. The television landscape was shifting, and Dynasty's narrative extravagance no longer resonated as strongly with audiences, leading to its cancellation. Despite this, it remains celebrated for its fashion influence and as a quintessential example of 1980s drama, leaving a lasting impression on the genre and its audience. Magnum P.I. blended action, adventure, and humor in Hawaii's scenic backdrop, making it a staple of 1980s television. The series, which debuted in 1980, followed private investigator Thomas Magnum, known for his distinctive wardrobe and charm. Its mix of episodic and emotional storylines, alongside Magnum's friendships, created a unique appeal. The show concluded in 1988, as creators felt they had fully explored its premise. This decision was influenced by the desire to maintain the series' quality and integrity, ensuring it ended on a creative high note. Magnum P.I. is remembered for its adventures, charm, and Tom Selleck's iconic mustache, symbolizing the era's television and leaving a legacy of captivating storytelling and character development. Hill Street Blues transformed the police drama genre with its gritty realism and ensemble cast, offering viewers a nuanced glimpse into the lives of officers and detectives in an unnamed city's precinct. Its 1981 premiere brought innovative storytelling techniques, including handheld cameras and serialized narratives, which contributed to a more immersive and realistic viewing experience. The show tackled social issues, depicted the complexities of urban life, and explored the moral and ethical dilemmas faced by law enforcement, setting it apart from its predecessors. It concluded in 1987, having profoundly influenced television drama. The series ended as it sought to maintain the high quality and integrity of its storytelling, recognizing that it had achieved what it set out to do. Hill Street Blues is remembered for elevating the police drama genre, leaving a legacy that continues to impact television storytelling, making it a benchmark for narrative depth and character development in the genre. St. Elsewhere introduced a new depth to medical dramas with its 1982 debut, setting the stage in the fictional St. Eligius Hospital in Boston. Distinguished by its gritty realism, complex characters, and ethical dilemmas, the series diverged from the idealized portrayals of medicine commonly seen on television. It interwove the personal and professional lives of its staff, addressing challenging topics like AIDS, mental health, and medical ethics, earning critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. The show concluded in 1988 after successfully exploring the narratives its creators aimed to tell, marking a natural and fitting end to its story. St. Elsewhere is celebrated for revolutionizing the medical drama genre, influencing subsequent series with its innovative approach to storytelling, character complexity, and willingness to confront difficult subjects, solidifying its place as a groundbreaking series in television history. Knight Rider, a show that seamlessly combined action, science fiction, and mystery, premiered in 1982 and quickly captured the imaginations of 1980s audiences. Starring David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight and featuring his technologically advanced car, KITT, the series presented a futuristic vision of crime fighting that emphasized the potential of technology for good. Beyond its thrilling chases and adventurous plots, Knight Rider delved into themes of justice, friendship, and humanity, distinguished by the unique bond between man and machine. The show concluded in 1986, having explored its premise to the satisfaction of its creators and audience. This conclusion was driven by the narrative's natural arc and the evolving television landscape, ensuring the series ended while still at its creative peak. Knight Rider remains a beloved piece of pop culture, celebrated for its innovation, action-packed storytelling, and the lasting impression it left on the concept of the hero in the modern world. The A-Team, an iconic action-adventure series that premiered in 1983, quickly became synonymous with the 1980s television landscape. Following a group of ex-Special Forces soldiers wrongfully accused of a crime, the series mixed high-octane action, humor, and moral integrity as the team helped those in need while on the run from the military. The memorable characters, including Hannibal, B.A. Baracus, Face, and Murdoch, became cultural icons, known for their distinct personalities, camaraderie, and ingenious ways of problem-solving without lethal force. The series concluded in 1987, a decision influenced by declining ratings and the desire to conclude the narrative on a high note before the quality could diminish. The A-Team is remembered for its unique blend of action and humor, iconic catchphrases, and the optimistic spirit it embodied, leaving a lasting legacy as a defining show of its era, celebrated for its influence on the action-adventure genre. Quantum Leap, premiering in 1989, offered a fresh take on science fiction and historical drama by following Dr. Sam Beckett's time-traveling adventures to correct historical wrongs. Each episode's new setting and characters provided viewers with a window into various periods and social issues, making the series not only entertaining, but also educational. The dynamic between Sam and his holographic guide, Al, added depth and humor to the show, creating a memorable partnership. The series concluded in 1993 with a finale that left audiences with more questions than answers, sparking debate and discussion. This ending was a creative choice to provoke thought and reflection among viewers, emphasizing the show's themes of fate, humanity, and the impact of individual actions. Quantum Leap is lauded for its storytelling innovation, emotional depth, and unique approach to exploring historical events and moral dilemmas, securing its place as a timeless classic in the science fiction genre. MacGyver, which premiered in 1985, redefined the action-adventure genre by introducing a hero who used intellect and ingenuity rather than brute force. Starring Richard Dean Anderson as the titular character, the series became known for its creative problem-solving, with MacGyver fashioning solutions from everyday items to navigate dangers and thwart villains. This emphasis on non-violent solutions and the educational aspect of the show's MacGyverisms captivated viewers, showcasing the power of knowledge and creativity. The series concluded in 1992, having thoroughly explored its characters and premise. The decision to end the show was made to preserve its quality and legacy, ensuring it remained a positive example of innovation and intelligence in problem-solving. MacGyver remains an influential series, inspiring audiences to think creatively and critically, and leaving a lasting impact on popular culture and educational approaches within the STEM fields. 21 Jumpstreet revolutionized the police procedural genre when it debuted in 1987, offering a fresh perspective by focusing on young undercover officers in high schools. Starring a young Johnny Depp, the series tackled contemporary social issues faced by teenagers, such as drug use, bullying, and peer pressure, blending action, drama, and humor. This innovative approach not only captivated younger viewers, but also sparked important conversations on the challenges facing youth. The dynamic between the officers and their evolving relationships added depth to the narrative. The series concluded in 1991, a decision influenced by the natural progression of its storylines and the changing interests of its audience. 21 Jumpstreet is remembered for its unique take on the crime genre and for launching the careers of several of its stars, leaving a lasting legacy as a pioneering series that addressed teenage issues with sensitivity and humor. Alf brought a unique blend of sitcom and science fiction to television screens in 1986, capturing the hearts of audiences with the comedic adventures of a furry alien from Melmac. Living with the Tanner family, Alf's attempts to assimilate into human life while hiding from government forces offered a mix of humor, heart, and a touch of the absurd. His fascination with Earth customs, penchant for mischief, and the familial bonds that formed despite the chaos he often caused resonated with viewers. The series ended in 1990, a conclusion brought on by the challenges of maintaining its high-concept premise and the practical difficulties of puppetry. Despite its end, Alf remains a beloved icon of 80s television, remembered for its humor, unique premise, and the way it explored themes of family and acceptance through the lens of an outsider looking in. The Dukes of Hazzard raced onto TV screens in 1979, quickly becoming an emblematic show of the 1980s, with its thrilling car chases, comedic moments, and the moral integrity of the Duke family. Set against the rural backdrop of Hazzard County, the series followed cousins Bo and Luke Duke as they outsmarted local corruption in their iconic Dodge Charger, the General Lee. The show's blend of action, humor, and Southern charm, along with its underlying themes of family loyalty and standing up against injustice, struck a chord with viewers. It concluded in 1985, a decision influenced by declining ratings and the evolving television landscape. Despite controversies, particularly regarding the Confederate imagery on the General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard remains a cultural touchstone for its generation, remembered for its high-octane escapades and the enduring appeal of the Duke family's adventures. The Facts of Life offered a groundbreaking take on the sitcom format, focusing on the experiences of teenage girls at Eastland School, and premiered in 1979. Under Mrs. Garrett's guidance, the show explored issues like peer pressure, body image, and personal growth, providing a relatable and insightful portrayal of adolescence. The diverse personalities of Blair, Joe, Natalie, and Tootie allowed for a broad exploration of issues, making the show a staple of 1980s television. It concluded in 1988, having successfully navigated its characters through the challenges of growing up. The series was celebrated for its nuanced approach to depicting the journey from girlhood to womanhood, leaving a lasting legacy as a pioneer in addressing the complexities of teenage life and female friendship with humor and heart. Airwolf, premiering in 1984, thrilled audiences with high-stakes missions aboard the advanced helicopter Airwolf, piloted by Stringfellow Hawk. The show combined action, espionage, and drama set against the backdrop of the Cold War. Its high-tech gadgetry, aerial stunts, and complex characters offered an escape into a world of adventure and intrigue. The relationship between Hawk and his mentor, Dominic, added depth to the action-packed series. Airwolf concluded in 1987, a decision driven by a decline in ratings and the narrative reaching its climax. Despite this, the series is remembered for its cutting-edge special effects, memorable theme music, and the exploration of themes like loyalty and redemption, cementing its place as a beloved piece of 1980s television culture and a standout action series of its time. Fraggle Rock brought a unique combination of puppetry, music, and storytelling to audiences in 1983, creating an imaginative world that explored themes of friendship, diversity, and environmental stewardship. The adventures of the Fraggles, Doozers, and Gorgs in their interconnected world offered viewers, both young and old, insights into the importance of harmony and understanding across different communities. The show's innovative use of puppetry, created by Jim Henson, and its catchy songs made it a memorable and impactful series. Concluding in 1987, Fraggle Rock achieved its goal of entertaining while imparting valuable lessons, leaving a legacy of creativity and vision. It remains celebrated for its positive impact, inventive storytelling, and the way it inspired viewers to appreciate the interconnectedness of all living things, making it a pioneering series in children's television. Were those defunct TV series as unforgettable as we remember them? If so, like this video, click subscribe, and stay tuned for more nostalgia trips.